If I told you that the way you drink your morning coffee could change your chance of dying by more than 10% without touching your exercise routine or your medications, would you still reach for the cream and sugar? A massive new study of adults in the United States just found that people who drink plain black coffee every day are significantly less likely to die during the study period than people who skip coffee. But the moment you load that cup with cream and sugar, the benefit almost disappears. In this video, I want to show you what this study discovered, why black coffee behaves almost like a tiny daily longevity drug, and who absolutely should not change their caffeine habits without medical advice. By the end, you will know whether your current coffee ritual is helping you or quietly wasting a powerful advantage. Here is what scientists did. Researchers at Tufts University dug into data from a large national nutrition survey. They followed more than 46,000 adults, looked at how much coffee they drank and how they prepared it, and then linked that information to who was alive and who had died over many years. When they ran the numbers, three patterns appeared. First, people who drank about 1 cup of caffeinated coffee per day had roughly a 16% lower risk of dying from any cause during the study period compared with non-coffee drinkers. Second, people who drank 2 to 3 cups per day did slightly better, with about a 17% lower risk of death. After around 3 cups, the benefit flattened. Drinking more did not keep driving the risk down. The third finding is the twist that should make you look hard at your own mug. The survival benefit only showed up in people who drank black coffee or coffee with just a very small amount of sugar and milk. When people added generous amounts of sugar, cream, or flavored syrups, their risk of death looked almost the same as people who drank no coffee at all. The coffee itself was not the problem. The sugar and cream were stealing the benefit. Very importantly, this is a correlation, not proof of cause. People who drink black coffee might also walk more, smoke less, or eat differently. Multiple large projects have linked moderate coffee intake to lower risk of death and lower risk of conditions such as type 2 diabetes, heart disease, and some neurodegenerative illnesses. So what is going on inside your body when you sip that bitter black liquid? Coffee is not just caffeine and hot water. It contains hundreds of biologically active compounds, especially polyphenols like chlorogenic acids, that act as antioxidants and anti-inflammatory molecules. They help reduce oxidative stress, improve how cells handle sugar, support blood vessel function, and protect the brain and heart over time. However, the way you dress your coffee can push you in the opposite direction. Several teaspoons of sugar and heavy cream add calories, added sugars, and saturated fats that drive weight gain, insulin resistance, and high cholesterol over many years. That metabolic burden can easily cancel out what the coffee itself is trying to do. That is exactly what the Tufts researchers saw. Black coffee and lightly sweetened coffee were linked with lower mortality. Dessert-style coffees were not. Before you suddenly double your intake, there are some important safety checks. Many healthy adults can tolerate up to about 3 standard 8-ounce cups of coffee per day, but sensitivity varies. If you have uncontrolled high blood pressure, heart rhythm problems, severe anxiety, or trouble sleeping, talk with your clinician before you increase caffeine. If you already feel shaky or short of breath with small amounts of coffee, more is not better. So how can you use this science in daily life? Think in 3 simple steps. First, aim for moderate, not extreme, 1 to 3 cups per day for most healthy adults. Second, protect your coffee from sabotage. Cut down the sugar, skip the whipped cream and flavored syrups, and experiment with drinking it black or nearly black. Third, remember that coffee is a supporting actor, not the star. It cannot replace sleep, movement, or a healthy diet. Here's the bottom line. If you already enjoy a couple of cups of black coffee in the morning, this is one of those rare cases where your guilty pleasure is probably helping rather than hurting. A growing stack of research suggests that a daily habit of plain coffee is linked to longer life and healthier aging, as long as you're not drowning it in sugar and cream, and as long as caffeine is safe for you personally. If this changed how you see your morning mug, tell me in the comments how you take your coffee now and whether you're ready to make the switch to the darker side.